free range sailing and welcome to Groote Eylandt.
It was getting towards the end of the day when we'd sailed into Groote Eylandt, and our arrival was into this big bait ball. And how about the sharks there, Pascal?
They were amazing. I've never seen so many sharks like that before. But we couldn't actually stay for too long because we had to get to our next anchorage before the sun set. Navigating our way in. There's reef right there. Probably can't see it on the camera in this light, but there's reef right there. Bommy's over there. There's a blue passage straight through, but there's only 2 meters under the keel.
Yeah, and getting less even.
Three-point turn.
We might take a bit more.
We haven't gone very far, it's good.
Huh?
You're turning on the spot.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Like a boss.
Oh, look how clear it is.
You can see the bottom.
We haven't actually seen the bottom for ages. Look, there's a beautiful Yellowstone there. Spill it as soon as you're ready. Okay, we're packing some vinegar with us today, and that's for box jellyfish. If you don't know, box jellyfish, if you get stung by one, which is really unlikely here because we're not close to any rivers or anything like that, it's really clear water, but if you do get stung by a box jellyfish, if you put vinegar on, it stops any remaining stinging cells in the tentacles that are stuck to you from firing off and envenomating you anymore. So the first thing, you've got to deal with that, but you flood the area with vinegar and it denatures the protein if you want to get technical, but it stops the other cells from doing any more damage. So we're going to throw that in the dinghy, and that's part of our first aid.
On my suit.
We've got these special crocodile proof wetsuits, haven't we?
Yeah.
Protected. You look like Condom Man.
Don't be
shame, big game.
Don't be shame, big game.
I like the little pointy bit at the top.
Is that where my bun is?
It's hilarious. It's awesome. Let's do this.
One of the great things about our dinghy, the porta boat, is just how easy it is to get back in when you're in the water.
Well, it was okay through the Kimberleys, but now we're starting to jump in the water a bit more. We've only got enough fresh water to look after Pascal's long hair, not mine as well. So oh,
So much hair.
I'm not going to be a blonde anymore.
Can't do stupid stuff anymore, Dal.
Yeah. No, I'll still do stupid stuff. It's
You haven't got an excuse anymore.
just routine. Just being me. Ugh, so thick.
It's awesome. You're a new man.
What have we got here? Ugh.
Hair. So much hair. It's a creature.
That's going to wash up and some lucky seabird's going to go
Woohoo!
woo. Oh, look, the barracuda likes it.
Huh?
He's a nice old big barracuda. Well, spearfishing looks like an easy way to go and get your dinner, and for the most part it is, but you have to look out sometimes. Exhibit A. So those sea urchins that are down there, just the lightest brush with one of them gives you one of these. So I had my head down in a cave getting a crayfish out, and I knew the sea urchin was there even, and I just brushed the thing, and it just went straight through the little thin wetsuit that we got, and now I've got one of these little tokens of its affection.
We're here in Groote Eylandt, and unfortunately, we've had our 2 underwater camera devices fail, and we've been spending a lot of time in the water, and the GoPro failed before we even got in the water, didn't it?
Yep, it did. The GoPro failed before we could get any footage of those tuna going crazy,
Yeah.
which was disappointing. And now the Olympus, it's also failed. So we're down to one Canon camera, and that's the surface camera, so you're going to have to bear with us. We won't be able to shoot much underwater footage until we'll scratch around in the budget and see when we can replace these.
Yeah.
So I want to say thank you to some people that have already donated, so we'll definitely be putting your money
Towards a new GoPro.
towards a good cause.
Yeah.
But just bear with us. We will be getting some more smaller cameras again. It's just a matter of when we can make it all happen.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Well, what we'll do, the weather forecast for today is nor'westers in the morning, then variables or calms in the midday, and then northeast in the afternoon. So we'll ride the nor'wester around the island out to the front. We'll spend the variables looking for tuna schools and sharks and all that sort of stuff. Maybe we'll do some fishing. We got a lot of fish, don't we, Pascal?
We're starting to get
we can
lower.
afford to have another tuna.
Yeah.
And then when the northeaster kicks in, then we'll go around the other side of the island. We'll go over to the shallows there, to the swimming pool. We'll have a bit of a swim, and then we'll come and find ourselves in Anchorage for the night. So we're not going anywhere, we're just going sailing for fun, which is a bit crazy.
match the cars.
Old Faithful, Pinky, about 18 metres of line, going to a shackle at the crown of the anchor. So we're going to drop it in about 16-17 metres of water here, and anchor short. We're going to do a bit of bottom fishing. At the bottom here, because there's fish here, the bottom here will probably be very textured. So if the anchor gets stuck under something, we're going to want to be able to get it out. We're also going to want to have Pascal dropping the anchor right where I say, so she's going to have to be ready. Are you ready, Pascal?
No, because I'm holding a camera in my hand.
Good answer. Well, you're going to have to put the camera down, you're going to have to come and get ready.
Now we were trying to get the anchor back up, so Pascal was back on the helm, and as we were going along, as we came up a wave, I would stop retrieving the anchor, and as we came down, then I would take in anchor chain, and we were just trying to put a bit of upward pressure to see if we could pop it.
And the light patch you could see under the water is the Pinky boy.
Yeah, as we were dragging the anchor up, a rope had got around a bit of reef, and it was pulling the buoy down.
Let's strain of that. Now we might have a bit of a free dive down there, and have a look what's going on. So I'm going to swim up there and I'll get you to throw this rope into me. At least there's no crocodiles in this one. Well, there you go. Have you ever wondered what's inside kern mantle rope? There you go. Lots of string. So this line that we were using as our messenger line, I guess you'd call it, our retrieval line, it got jammed under some reef. So you had anchor, line, Pinky. As the anchor was coming up, this rope was jamming, and that turned out to be the complicating issue. Well, eventually it gave way, didn't it? So all of this was stripped. It finally broke, but there's probably enough there to snag around the reef and actually hold that little pink float down. So we've been together for a long time now, but me and the Pinky have had to part ways, and now it's part of a dive site, which is a bit sad for me and the dive site. I don't like to leave rubber and plastic behind. I don't know where it is to retrieve it. So, but we got our anchor back, and nothing's really the worse for wear.
How about we leave this joint and go chase lobsters instead of going deep sea fishing, Troy?
Yeah, I think without a reef pick, that's a very good idea, Pascal. Let's hoist the sail and sail around the corner.
Yeah, good idea. Where's the bommy?
Well, all of this is pretty bomby-ish, isn't it?
Yeah.
So some of these bommies have quite a bit of yellow in them, which means that they're closer to the surface. If they're blue or green, they're not so bad. But these yellow ones are a bit of an issue. So while the sun's up, we're just going to do a nice big circle around any really dangerous ones. And that's just because we might come back and forth through this passage a couple of times.
In case you're wondering, we were just leaving a GPS track, that's why we're running a circle around these rocks.
Probably great.
Oh yeah, you can see that. On the land.
There's a nice ledge under that. There's probably praise. We should be jumping in here actually. What do you say?
Gonna jump in?
What do you think?
Yeah.
So we came in, reconnoitred the place, had a bit of a look around. We've dropped the anchor and now we're going to go in and see if there's any fish that we can bring back for the fridge.
Well, we've been back here, Pascal, and we dived for about
10 minutes.
10 minutes. What?
Not even exaggerating, just 10 minutes.
Show us what's happening.
The first, I put my head in and I saw a couple of blue bone and just shot my first black spot tush fish.
Yep, nice.
And then I went down a second time and got a red emperor.
That's quite. Oh, he's got white stripes on his face from sitting on the curtain there.
Oh yeah. I'll put him this way.
Yeah, that's not a bad shot. It was just a little bit back, so
yeah, a little bit more ahead, and I would have got him in the sweet spot.
Would have been very sweet. And there was a bit of a shark that raced you for that one, I saw.
Yeah. And then Troy got himself a very good sized, or a nice size for us, coral trout.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. A couple of kilos there.
Well, yeah, they're heavy.
So, yeah. So there was no need to go out and try and lose anchors, was there? We just came here to the shallows and swimming around. And this is just a honeymoon of a spot, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty awesome.
When you're filleting fish, it's always a bit easier if they've been chilled first, so they've got a bit of rigor mortis, but we don't have that luxury here, so we're going to have to fillet them warm. So I like to just get one side done before another because it stops it all collapsing. There. Open up the skin. Back. There we go. So, I'm never going to do any instruction on filleting, obviously, because I'm a bit rough, but what we do like to do is get the wings off our fish. What you want to do when you're getting them, if you want good salvage, is there's a little bony flap just here, right there. You want to get your knife under that and sever it. There. And this other side, you can just hook your knife under it, just cut it. Here we go. Cut the throat out, knife forward, it comes out, okay, pull him like this, separate it from the belly, and we've got the liver there. Ooh. Trying to come along for the ride. Don't. And just finally, just cut it down there and split it just so it sits nice and flat on your fry pan. The other part we like to salvage is the liver. And the rest, woo, to the sharks. Skinning's relatively easy. Get a good start. Take yourself a finger hole and you just pull the skin. Not too bad. Sure. There you go. Nice skinless fillet. That looks like we've been a little too successful, Pascal.
Yeah, that's only 1.5 fillets, so that's not even a whole fish in there.
A mighty effort.
Pretty happy.
Pretty happy. Hey Pascal, I think this camera might be working again.
What?
The screen's not working, but it's got a flashing light. We'll take it for a swim this hour and see if we can get some footage.
Yeah.
I can't move my heart.
When we're spearfishing, we try and make a good shot to kill the fish instantly. That's good for the fish, and it also keeps sharks to a minimum. Sometimes, despite our best efforts, it doesn't work out, and then you have to sort it out manually.